Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Friday, the 16th of September, 2022. A great day, a chill day, a fun day. And you know, at the end of the day, looking back at it, a day that really was for my biggest fans, my biggest, most invested viewers, not for the mainstream. No big new releases going on, doing retro stuff, but it was an amazing day. And I want to talk a little bit about that probably in this video, but maybe even on the podcast tomorrow morning, because what I'm finding more and more as a content creator is that, having a audience that really gets you, that likes you as a person, as a content creator, someone that they trust, have, opinions on things, but also someone who you just like chilling with because you're going to enjoy games no matter what you're playing. This is becoming way more, how can I say, positive and rewarding of an experience than the stuff I used to do. You know what I mean? As a content creator who's trying to always appeal to the masses. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's talk about today. First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I talked in detail about Splatoon 3 and how sadly I felt that, honestly, I just don't think it's catching on with you guys at all. The people on the streams aren't totally engaged or really that interested in it. There's an exception. There's probably maybe 5 people when I'm playing Splatoon 3 that are really excited for it or into it. Outside of that, everyone else is kind of like, meh. Personally, I like the game, but admittedly, as I said many times, it's basically Splatoon 1 all over again with a few new tweaks and added things, much like how Call of Duty is always almost the same formula with a few tweaks or changes. So I'm certainly not crapping on Splatoon, but from what I've seen, I'm not necessarily sure it's really going to work as a game to keep doing as an ongoing playthrough when I've played 9 hours, and after 9 hours, people are bored to tears of it. Okay, not me, the viewers. You know what I'm saying? For the full story on that, check out today's Level 1 podcast. There was some gaming news today about Suikoden Collection and other things. Street Fighter 6 had a lot of great game news this morning. Check that out. All discussed on the podcast, okay? First stream today was Earthbound. We got to the third town, also known as Threed. And this is a really unique time because you actually split away from the main characters to meet a new character. You play as that new character for a while. You get introduced to them. Then they team up with the main characters you've already been using. And the game gets a lot more interesting and challenging as well. The combat and some of the fun dungeons and stuff in the game so far. Pretty good. Had a great time. Again, audience absolutely loved it. Engaged the entire time. Talking, having great conversations. Support was great. How many people were on the stream? Between like 180. I think the lowest we had was 150. The most we had the entire time I was playing Earthbound, probably like 250, 260. All right? But every person on the stream's having a great time. The chat is popping. We're talking. We're talking about the game. We're having good interactions and everything. People are enjoying themselves and supporting the stream. And I'm not saying, it was one person with a Hail Mary contribution. It was people saying, we like this. We want this to continue. Thank you for playing a retro game like this. Okay? Tonight's late stream was Friday Night Fights, the Capcom Fighting Collection. I was hoping, with the collection going on sale this week, we would have had more players. Not so much. I would say probably about the same amount as last week, but it was constant matches, which was good. I think the most we waited was like 4 or 5 minutes for one match. Outside of that, it was almost constant matches. A lot of Vampire Savior tonight, with some Street Fighter 2 dabbled in there, and maybe 2 matches of Puzzle Fighter. A lot, Street Fighter 2, I told everyone, I'm going to pick CE Bison now. Why am I picking Champion Edition Bison? I played the game for almost 3 months and never picked them. I said, I want to at least get some CE Bison gameplay in before this game dies. And not surprisingly, it went much like this. Just spankings. Because CE Bison is so ridiculously overpowered in that game. I think I lost once to a Zangief, and that was about it. But anyway, it went really well. And again, engagement was high. Even though, if you take a look at how many people were on the stream, maybe 200 to 250, but everyone was talking. Everyone was having a great time. Tons of people had questions I answered in between the matches. Contributions were off the charts. Like, off the charts with contributions tonight. It was one of the best, Friday Night Fights I've done in the last several months. So I think, here's the thing. With a lot of content creators out there, all right, a lot of people like me, it's all about, you got to cover whatever's the hot new game. You got to cover whatever is the viral popular game, the memeable game at the time, right? Oh my God, you got to play Cult of the Lamb. You got to play this new memeable game of the week, right? I'm not saying that those games are bad. I'm just saying those people are so reliant on fads and those things to have content, okay? I am now finding myself in a position where I am able to play cool stuff that I like Earthbound and old school Street Fighter. And even though I don't get viewers in droves, the people that are here are having a great time, engaged as hell, and supporting the content. So why do I care that there's only 200 people on a stream? And the answer is I don't. I honestly don't. All right? The thing is, I know from being a content creator for 14 years that popularity comes and goes. And I know that when new games start coming out, for example, Modern Warfare 2 beta is this weekend. We'll probably get some more people on the streams for that. Coming up in October, Overwatch 2, a ton of games in the second half of October that people are anticipating, okay? Plus my Halloween events, right? November, you're going to have super high profile games like God of War and stuff like that. You know that people are going to come to DSPGaming to check out the new stuff, right? And I'm very happy about that. I like it when we have this party-like feel. People are coming, oh, wow, it's a new release, special hype, and everyone's excited and wants to see me play the hot new games. But what I'm noticing more and more is because I've been around for so long, and because we now have had this really positive atmosphere on the stream since I came to YouTube full-time last year, that now we can enjoy games that I personally have a connection to. That they're not mainstream popular. No, mainstream popular, Earthbound in 2022. Yeah, people like it, but you're not going to see anyone going crazy breaking records playing Earthbound, right? But the people here are having so much fun with it, right? That it doesn't matter because we're all having a great time and the streams are great in every aspect that you can think of. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I might have found my niche. I think my niche is, yes, cover the hot new releases when they come out, but then in between, play games that are near and dear to me that mean something, right? Or some hidden gems on Game Pass like Midnight Fight Express and things like that look interesting to me. I think I now have a viewer base that just likes being here, no matter what I'm playing. And yes, there's going to be people who leave when they don't like something, they'll come back later, but we have enough people now in the rotation that it always works. I don't have to worry about downtime. You know, right now, sometimes people are like, oh, you're so worried. All you're doing is playing retro games right now. Why aren't you playing fucking the memeable games? Because I don't have to. I literally don't have to. I can play what I want, and we're having a great time. You know what I'm saying? Today was a really great day. Absolutely. I felt relaxed and having fun all day long. I really enjoyed interacting with the audience and answering questions, and also just talking about the games while we were playing them. It was outstanding. Thank you to anyone who attended the streams today and supported it in any way. I really, really appreciate that. And if you're watching those videos on demand after the fact, enjoy. I know that they won't have sky-high views. I know that, but that's okay. You know, that's not what this is all about, all right? So thank you for a great day. Tomorrow, a very different kind of day. Tomorrow, I'm only doing one stream. It's going to be the Level 1 podcast followed by Earthbound as we head into the fourth major area of the game, although there's a desert between that area and Foreside, which is the next major town. So we may not get to Foreside, or if we get there, we probably won't beat it. It is a longer part of the game, if I'm remembering correctly. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But that's the only stream I'm doing. I'm not doing a late stream tomorrow night because this month, actually, take that back. It's not 4 different people. I think it may be 4 videos. Basically, people pledge to my Patreon. They want to see me do private react videos. I have to make a bunch of them. I haven't had a chance to work on it this month. So I'm dedicating tomorrow night to do it, and I can't stream because of it. All right? I'm hoping that it doesn't become a situation where I'm getting so many requests for private react videos that now I have to take time out from so many streams. I like being a public person with you guys and doing these interactive streams and doing things for free for everyone. It's not about private, curated, very exclusive content for people paying for it. That's not what I'm here for. I mean, and it's funny because I was talking about it on the podcast this morning. If it was, I'd make a lot of money. Just think about it. If it's $50 for a 20 to 30 minute video, think about how many of those I can fit in one day. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to become that, all right? So tomorrow night, it's an exception to the rule. I'm not streaming tomorrow night. It's only going to be the Level 1 podcast and Earthbound, and that's it. By all means, please come by and support the stream because it's going to be the only stream I do that day, okay? Now, Sunday, we swing back into full force with the Modern Warfare 2 beta that's coming out on PlayStation 5. I'm going to try that. And then Sunday Night Bites, it's going to be Bassmaster Fishing. Monday, I'm going to do another stream of that beta paired with Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is a game you guys have really liked over the last week, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it, okay? So, never fear, even though tomorrow's kind of a weird day, it will get back to normal on Sunday. All right? Guys, thank you so much for a really outstanding and positive streaming day. I'm likely going to talk about this very subject on tomorrow's podcast because I was so happy today with how it went. Please have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good night.